Welcome to the School of Research. This video will provide guidance on how to choose a journal to submit your academic paper to. There are two strategies that you can use to select the most appropriate journal for your paper. The first strategy is to look at the key papers that form your literature review. And the second strategy is to go to the journal website and look within the journal for keywords that relate to your research. Let's take the first strategy. When writing your literature review, you should take note of the journal names of your key papers that form your literature review. It would be very likely that there will be 2 to 4 journals that your literature comes from. Once you have narrowed down these key journals, you need to figure out the ranking of each journal. The journal you would like to send your academic paper to would depend on the rank you are targeting. It is then advised to go to the journal website and go to the page Guide for Authors to figure out if your contribution is large enough for this journal. For example, if I notice that most of the key papers that form my literature review come from a 2- and 3-star journals and I want to target a 3-star journal, I would then read the Guide for Authors to evaluate if my contribution of the paper is big enough to be accepted into this journal. If I think it is not, I would then submit my paper to the 2-star journal that most of my literature comes from. Here is an example. The reference list is taken from my own published paper. As you can see, a lot of my key papers come from the Journal of Transportation Research Part D. I then looked at the journal ranking. It is a 3-star journal. My aim was to be accepted into a 3-star journal, so I knew this was my first journal of choice. I then read the Guide for Authors on their website to ensure I knew what was expected from my paper. I was successful in my application and my paper is now published in this journal. Publishing in a journal that most of the key papers that form your literature review makes it easier for the reviewers to understand how your paper fits in with the existing literature. You can also use this strategy as a strong justification as to why your paper should be accepted into this journal in a cover letter that you will write for your publication. Our video on how to create a cover letter covers this in more detail. Another strategy that you can use is searching in the journal for keywords related to your academic paper. To do this, go to the journal website that you would like to publish in. Then go to View Articles. You will see a search bar where you can type in keywords. If you see papers that are like yours, this should encourage you to send your paper to this journal. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe and share this video with your scholarly colleagues. Stay tuned for more content soon.